Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm playing some more Stormworks Build and Rescue. I'm just working on doing some shuttle work here for this video. And what I'm trying to do is set up just some panels. Let's see, button. Okay, and I'll show you what I'm trying to do here. We have our... I have my block here. Whoops. Add this here. Composite. So in from X. In from X. On-off panel. Maybe that's what we'll call that. Now, this is our set. What is this called? Set B. This one. Set XB, and then we need to get rid of that. Where is that? Throttle switch, set XB, we can get rid of that, and then what's this one here? Mark XX and Mark XB, I can get rid of that. Mark XB and Mark XX. Okay, so let me show you what I got going on here. This is the complicated thing. Alright, and so what I'm just trying to do is streamline it a little bit. This is the instrument panel for our rotation. So what I'm doing is I'm now just upgrading the panels, so that way instead of being able to read only one input at a time, we're able to read multiple inputs for our rotation. As I said, when we're taking off and we're heading into space, we don't really need to measure that rotation. But once we leave the atmosphere and we're in space and we are heading to the moon, I want to get a gauge of a trajectory. So the only way to do that is I need to measure my rotation so I can plot it. I can then plot it on a chart, which I'll probably do later on outside of because they don't have spreadsheets in this game, so I'll have to find where I can get a spreadsheet. I'll just use Excel or something. Yeah, and then what I'll do is I will plot a trajectory and see if I can get all that stuff to work together. Right, so before we were only able to measure one rotation. X, Y, Z, only one rotation. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to measure 4 independent rotations. So that way we can say, okay, when it's our Y value which determines the greatest distance to the moon. So I can say when Y is this, then rotate like this. When Y is this, rotate like this, and so on and so forth. Like I say, eventually the goal is to make it automated, like be able to have a flight path here. Now why is that? Oh, because I turned it off. Whoops. Okay, and then if I set this to 3 and I say this one here, is that? And then if I set this one to 5 and I press this one here, hey, there we go. Now we're able to measure our okay, I just filmed about 3 hours of video trying to get this to work. And I was going back and forth, and I tried a few different things and I just couldn't get it to work. And now that I've got that to work, I'm so happy. Okay, so here's where things for me took a turn. Paste and paste, and then we'll merge and merge. All right, where did things take a turn? Well, things took a turn for me when I tried to edit the script that I had written, and yeah, so paste here. Alright, and then this is going to be mark Y, YA, and then this is going to be mark ZA. It'll be A, B, C, and D. A, B, C, and D, and then on the panels it's going to be the same thing. Mark Y, A, right? And this is going to be mark Z, A, B, C, and D, and this is going to be mark X, A. All right, so now what I have to do is I have to come back over here, and I think I already had, because I was testing it, I had them set up already. Yeah, so I just need the composite input here. So this is going to be composite, and then this is going to be in from Y toggle panel. And then this is going to be composite, and this is going to be in from X toggle panel. All right, and then we come in here and we say which is which. This is Y, and this is X, and I'm pretty sure I had this 2, 3, 4, and this here 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I tried it where I was reading the rotation, and I was just having issues seeing it being printed. So what I ended up doing was I ended up reconnecting the keypads. I ended up using the keypads again. So this will be in from Y keypad, and this number in from Z keypad. All right, so we'll update that, and let me just connect the panels here before I get too confused. Where are they here? X, Y, and we'll do Z. Yeah, so what, so I was reading it off of the ships, X, Y, and Z, the rotation. And the issue I was having is that it was printing on the screen, but then the circle was printing over top of it. So I just couldn't tell where the rotation was. So what you saw there was just me with the keypad, right? So that's what I want to do. I want to connect the keypad, and then because I think we could, yeah, I don't even know. I'm just trying to make this like work and kind of be like error free. So this is Y, and this would be Z over here. Plus, I like buttons. I like pushing buttons and stuff like that. So for me to see this with all these buttons in here, I mean, that's cool. You get in here, you turn it on, it just looks fancy, right? That's what I like. Okay, so we've got that. Now, what I tried to do, and it might work now. It wasn't working before, but what I tried to do was I just duplicated the Lua, and then I did this. I just duplicated the Lua. So I want to see if that's all connected, and then our set. Oh yeah, okay. So then we have our Z. So this goes to Y, and this in from Z keypad, which goes to there. Okay, and then I think that's it. I think I still have everything else connected. That's from there, that's from there, and then that outputs to there, that outputs to that. Yeah, so that should, in theory, I've been at this now for like 4 hours, so I don't know. I say in theory, but it might not work. It might not work. We're seeing here. We're seeing. All right, so let's try why. That didn't work. It didn't work, but it shouldn't. It shouldn't matter. Shouldn't have it. Oh, maybe I didn't connect those panels there. Might not be connected. So let's see if they are. I don't know if they are. They are not connected. All right, let's connect those panels. Do I not have an input for them? This is our set, right? This is how we set our numbers. That's right. I need a composite in. Two more. Holy cow. Okay, so this comes in here, and we're going to say composite, and we're going to say in from set Y panel. And this will be a composite, and this will be in from set X panel. Okay. And then we need to go in here, and we need to say Y and Z. Okay. There and move them there, and then we'll do this, copy, paste, and then we'll do that, and then we'll do that. Ooh. Firecrackers or gunfire? Probably firecrackers. This is Canada. Oh. All right. So that should be this whole thing. Right on. See that panel, huh? That's about 8 hours of work right there. I will maybe go over it and explain how it works. Explain how I set it up. Maybe. If this works here. Okay, so let's set this at 1, and then let's press set. Oops. Yeah, A. And is it that one there? No. Is it that one there? No. Is it that one there? All right. Well, let's see why this isn't drawing. That was the issue I had last time. It didn't want to draw didn't want to draw these numbers here. Well, then why would it? Yeah, because we're clamping the number. Each time we put it in, we clamp it, and then we print it. So it was the second. It's the second part here that's. Oh, that's probably why. Look, it's all trying to print on. It's all trying to print there. That's probably why. So Y is 48 and 16, and then X is 48 and 16, and Y should be 16 and 16. Maybe that's why. Let's see. 3 and 4. Okay, and then this one is 80 and 16. That's where the circle is on the screen. over 80, and then that's the center of the radius there. Whoops. 16? Alright, what did I do there? Yeah, that's right. Oh, and then I'll need to update it. I'll need to update it in there as well. 48 and 16 and 80 and 16. Make sure it's there. No, this should be 48. Should be 48. 48 and 48. And this should be 80. Maybe, I don't know. Let's try that. I've been working on this all day, trying to get to work. Holy cow, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I gotta finish this up so I can go to bed. Holy moly. Sat down just to play some Stormworks. 4 or 5 hours goes by just like that. Holy. Kids are in bed. Okay, on. I'm just gonna turn all these on. See, the first set works. I don't know why the second set's not working. It doesn't want to let me set it up like this, so I'll have to be a little different, and it's the second Lua script doesn't want to work. This one here. If mark Y, then mark Y input set bool, get bool 5, channel 5, and that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 should be that one there. Channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, channel 4. Yeah. So it's just in the way that I have this second script written, I guess. Mark Y, set color, draw line. X4 and Y4. I don't know. It's just it's supposed to be a continuation of this because I don't have the code I don't have enough space in one Lua block to put all the code in that I want. So I figure maybe I need to do this. Okay, maybe I need to do this. Maybe I need to copy that from there. And maybe I need to add this into here. And I need to say else. And then I need to define x2 by, let's see. Here, define it like this, and then we need to tell it what the Euler rotation Y is. Let's see, maybe that's what's wrong. Maybe that is what is wrong. let's try that first. We're just going to try the y value. This is the issue that I'm trying to deal with here, is how to get the second script to work. It works when it's all on one script. That's no problem. But they only give us 4,000 lines, 4,000 characters. Oh, we got 2 lines. Maybe. Nah. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Why is that? Oh, I don't even know. I'm not smart enough to be able to figure out why. I'm not smart enough to be able to figure this out. Yeah, I should say if mark y then. And then x2 and y2. Which should be input get number 5. But when I turned it on, it had a different value. It had a different value. So what am I supposed to do? It should be reading the composite through here. I don't know. That's going to do it for today's video. Let's see. What time is it? Oh, yeah, 20 minutes. That's it. I can go for a little bit longer than that, I think. I've only been at it for several hours here today. No, I think this is going to do it for today's video. I'm just not able to figure out yet why I can't get the second Lua script to function. It's going to take me a few more hours of just playing around to figure it out. So it's getting late here. I wanted to put up a video where I put in these 4 panels, turn on the screen, and it prints like it does for this one, right? That's what I wanted to do. And I wanted to, right? 3, that's what I wanted to do. So that's all I wanted to do. But that's not working. I don't know why. I'm just not smart enough to be able to figure out the yeah, not smart enough to figure out why it doesn't want to work. I guess what I could try and do is duplicate the first. Let's see. I could try and duplicate this. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get all the numbers for Y and X. And I'm just trying to print it on the screen like I did in the first one. But it seems for whatever reason it's not reading this value. This here. Oh, because mark Y, no, that's get bool. That's not get number, that's get bool. So it should be reading this as input number 5. Input number 5. 4, your rotation X. 5 is Y, 6 is Z. So 5 should be, get number, oh, set X and set Y. Did I not, Ooh, if this works, I'm gonna remake this video. No, it's not working. Not working. Though it is drawing this line, but it's drawing it straight down. For some reason, it's not reading this number. Let's try that. Alrighty, well I think that's going to do it for tonight's video. This was going to be a Lua video, kind of go over the astronomy sensor video. But as you can see, I'm still trying to figure it out. Oh, now they're all 0, 0, 0. Really? Okay, so there isn't enough code in the one block to print it. So what else could I do? I might have to actually split this up into, I might have to split this up. Yeah. Yeah, I might have to split it up. Oh, that's going to be a lot of work. Not really, but it is. This doesn't want to work. It won't read this number. Right, this will work, but it won't read this XY. Euler rotation. It just sets it to 0. So I must be missing something here. What's going on? No, I think unfortunately I'm going to have an individual television for each output. Right? I'm going to have to get this. So what I need to do is I need to take this here, which gives me all my rotations. Oh, and I have to change the size of the screens. Size of the screens, and I have to take this, the X and the Y, out of here, and it just has to be one. It just has to be one. And I'll have to take this out of the bottom here. And that, so it's just going to be one. I don't know why, it I should be able to run that through, but for some reason I can't read those numbers. Maybe if I do that and that, I hadn't tried that actually. That might work. I don't see what the difference between that and that is, but it could make a difference. I don't know. Let's try. That's firecrackers, that one. Fireworks. Alright, so that worked. Ooh, that worked, kind of. If I set that to 2... Hey. There we go. So then what if I set this to 5? Hey! Yes! Yay! There we go. Okay, and then if I set this to 2, and we'll do that. Is that... Let me get in here so I get a closer look. I think that's that one. Look at that. Perfect. There you go. There you go. 1. Set that there. I think that's this one here. Yeah. And then we can say 3. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And we'll do that for that one. And we'll turn that onto there. Oh, perfect. Perfect. We'll set that to 5. And then, is it this one here? Oh, yeah. Because both of those are on. Look at that. Perfect. There you go. That's what I wanted to do. Knock it out of the park. Okay, so now we can record up to 4 individual rotations. So for me, I'm okay with that. That's cool. Just had to add a bunch of more buttons and a bunch more things. That's all right. So the last final thing will be our velocity. Our velocity. I'm going to get rid of this, the ETA buttons here. I'm going to get rid of this, and probably may as well get rid of that. And then what I'll do is I'll just print the velocity. Going away. I'll print the velocity on the screen. All right, it's getting late. It's getting late here. What was the last thing I want to do? Was the ETA. So to get our velocity while we're traveling, we need to take our distance traveled and we need to divide that by the time it takes to travel that distance. So I want to take a clock. I just want to see if this is going to work. Take a clock, put it here. This will be good anyways, and then that way we can have Earth time while we're wherever we need to be. Okay, and then what I need to do is I need to take time as a factor of the day from 0 midnight to 1 midnight. Okay, so I guess I can't use that as a timer, which is what I was hoping to do. So let's just make a timer in here. Let's make a timer in here. So seeing as how I got rid of the ETA, ETA X, ETA Y, ETA Z, and then guess I could keep that. Doesn't really matter. Y, X, Z. And then throttle X, throttle Y, throttle Z. We don't need. Is that right? Oh, there's just so much here to look at. I don't know. I think that's right. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to make a timer. So we need to have an output. Okay, and this is going to be our. It's going to be a number, and we'll say output. This is going to be our velocity. All right, and it'll be meters per second. Everything in the game is meters per second. I suppose I could do the conversion here. So we have our velocity here, which is our output. So now we need to take distance, and we need to divide that by the time it takes to travel that distance. So the easiest thing to do would be to take our y value, which is it 5? Input get number 2. I'm just going to take this. I'm going to take it directly off the astronomy sensor. So what I need to figure out is, where is it here? We need y position in meters is 2. All right. So we'll take our composite read number, and this is going to read channel 2, and this can come right off of here. All right, and then I guess what we need is we need an input. We need like a mark time input, I guess. Mark time, and then that'll be it should be a toggle, I guess. Here, mark time. And what that will do is that should start a timer. So that turns it on, and the duration is in seconds. Oh, and then I actually need a constant. So let's say 10. All right. So we're going to take a 10-second window, and that's going to give us our 10-second window. So that starts the timer. And then what do we need to measure here? We need a memory register. So first we need to take that value and clamp it, right? And then we need to be able to read it. Let's see. So we turn the timer on, it goes for 10 seconds, and then it gives us an output. Does it output? Oh, I gotta freaking read this, man. Alright, so variable input timer outputs an on signal when the timer is less than its duration. The timer will reset when off. When the timer reaches its duration. That's the one we want. So, when it reaches its duration, we then want to, so it remembers the number. Oh, you know what? We probably need another memory. One of these, right? That's right. And then that will come into there, and then when it's done, it should take that. And then what we should do is distance traveled divided by the time it takes us to travel there. So this should be 10 seconds, right? Distance traveled divided by the time it takes to get there should give us our velocity. I may not have that set up right. You know, but if I don't, whatever, just make a comment, leave a comment in the, leave a comment and I will check it out here. Okay, now I need a display, right? We need a display here. Now, I'm not going to be able to test this here. I'll actually have to wait until I'm in space to be able to test it, or until I'm moving at a, until I have a 10-second window. Tomorrow we'll be doing another launch. I basically had to reset up on the moon due to complications with the machines. Decimals disabled. We could probably do that. We could say velocity. All right, and then this is our output for this. This should be that. Yeah, all right, so I'll be testing this in the next one. And I mean, soon, obviously, this weekend, and I'll be uploading that. So, right on. That'll do it. That should almost do it for the shuttle. Maybe what I'll do right now is I will update this on the workshop. And then that way, if you want, you guys can take a look at it. Take a look at the timer, see if that's right. I don't know if I set it up right. All I know is that distance traveled is velocity, or your velocity is distance divided by time. So that's what we're trying to do there, distance divided by time. Maybe I set the timer up right, maybe I didn't. What I should do is I should put that on an airplane and then fly with an airplane and see if that gives me, and compare it to the linear speed sensor that we have there. That's probably a better way of doing it. So maybe I'll do that in the next test, actually, just to confirm that I've set that up right. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. That'll do it for today's video. This is just kind of just some ship work. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much.